Is the hike down to this beach in Bali actually as sketchy as people say it is? We tried, so you don't have to. When doing research, everyone said it was treacherous, but some people said it took them 3 hours and other people said 7 minutes, so we had no idea what to expect. Getting to the top of this viewpoint from Bali is a trek in itself that we went over yesterday in part 1. And once you're at the top, the trail down to the beach is very clearly marked. The first third of the hike is steep, but on paved stairs, which really isn't too bad, but the trail quickly turns into rocky gravel steps. Everything I saw online said you should have closed-toed shoes, but almost everyone I saw was in some kind of sandals. We both wore tevas and they honestly held up great. But the trail down is no joke. It was very steep and quite crowded. The best way I can explain it is that if you're used to rock climbing, the trail probably won't seem too bad, but if you hardly ever hike, then I'd think twice before taking on this trek. We made it down to the beach in 35 minutes, and the part of the hike that took the longest was actually just waiting for people ahead of us who were slower since the trail is too narrow to pass. The beach itself is genuinely one of the most beautiful beaches we've ever been to, and luckily the water was calm enough to swim, which is not always the case. Even with calmer water, the tide is still very strong, so you should only go in if you're a very confident ocean swimmer. We ended up spending a few hours on the beach, and there's quite a bit of shade for relaxing, which is really nice. Then it was time to start the hike up, and I consider myself a pretty strong hiker and pretty good with intense heat, but this hike up destroyed me. Going up is definitely less scary than going down, but the elevation gain plus the heat from the sun make it so brutal.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm tired.
Be sure to have plenty of water and leave extra time for this hike up. Overall, the hike up only took 25 minutes, but it might as well have been 2 hours for how hard it was. So should you do it? That's up to you. But if you're a strong hiker and the water is calm enough to swim, and if you're prepared with water, snacks, and enough time, then yes, I'd recommend it. But if your answer to any of those things is no, I would say it's not worth the risk.